Lesson 10. Dear brothers and sisters, today I wanted to teach you about communication with a spiritual master or other powerful entities from a mental perspective, whether they are living or non-incarnated. Communication can be achieved when you have awakened the 7 energy centers in the brain. Remember, the 3 in each hemisphere, and the 7th is in the upper front part of the right hemisphere. The first communication will likely to be flawed, as you haven't yet properly linked all the energy centers of the 2 hemispheres, and the 7th isn't receiving all the energy it needs for communicating to be feasible and of good quality. Communication improves over time as the relationship between the energy centers becomes increasingly positive, of better quality, and more interconnected. At first, you will doubt, as your mind, still lacking sufficient training, won't provide enough information or any clues to determine whether it's the unconscious or a real spiritual being. You will only be able to achieve certainty when your state of mental power due to meditation is sufficient to clarify this dilemma. When your intuition tells you that communicating is interfering with your subconscious, it's usually the mind of the astral body, which is responsible for feelings, that is interfering. This is what creates fear and therefore doubt. When you are certain that the subconscious is not interfering with communication, you will know it as your meditation deepens and reaches the required energetic power. You will realize the truth. This takes time. You simply need to meditate. An easy rule to follow, and one that usually works, is to ask the voice that's listening whether it's lying or not. If it's your subconscious, ask it directly. When the answer is clear, you'll be certain that what it says is true. It becomes clear when there's no delay in giving the answer. The response has to be instantaneous. You should realize that it doesn't flow through some strange detour to your mental ear, but rather flows directly. That's usually how you know who's speaking, whether it's your subconscious or the spiritual entity in question. This is usually an easy rule to follow. At first, it will be difficult, but it's the best way. Later, with great mental power due to meditation, I repeat, you'll realize it's not a quick process. A task you can easily do to separate your subconscious from reality is to ask the spiritual entity that is speaking what time it is right now. You don't need to look at the clock. Simply when you see that the answer is given directly, concisely, and without delay, you will know that the spirit is truly speaking to you. You can also check it on a clock and you will realize that it coincides. Or if it doesn't coincide with every few minutes of error, then when the answer is delayed, you will know that your subconscious is interfering. To prevent the unconscious from interfering, you simply need to isolate the mind from the astral body. Just isolate it and visualize that the answer comes via a different path, one that doesn't cross that section of your energetic mind. Over time, the visualization will become increasingly effective, and you will gradually prevent the astral mind from interfering in the communication process. Little by little, the mind of the astral body will realize that it no longer has any effect on communication or on your meditation, and your meditations will become longer and more enjoyable. The sensation of the passage of time will easily disappear. To communicate through your energy centers, especially the 7th, it's as simple as having visualized for a certain period while meditating. Of course, this activates all 7 energy centers of the brain. Your intuition will guide you in this process, and the more you meditate, the more the 7th center will activate and receive energy from the other energy centers. And suddenly, one day, communication will begin. To communicate through your energy centers, especially the 7th, is as simple as having visualized for a certain amount of time while meditating. You already know how to recognize your unconscious, which often coincides with the mind of the astral body. To avoid contact with negative entities, you must allow yourself to be guided by your spiritual master. He will heal you, he will teach you that an important step before frequently communicating with spiritual entities is to have a very powerful white aura surrounding your bodies. The stronger, denser, wider, and taller your aura is, the better protected you will be, and no negative entity will be able to infiltrate you. It's that simple. Your aura is your shield in every sense. It will prevent negative thoughts from entering your mind. Likewise, the aura will also protect your health, and your energy will grow more and more. You will be capable of things you weren't capable of before, such as enduring greater physical exertion, having better health, beginning to perform physical healings and psychic ones, and applying your mental energy to heal others. The next lesson could be about places to go for astral travel, interesting sites like the Akashic records, how to consult them, how to ask questions, how to enter, and other relevant places of great interest. Until next time, brothers and sisters.